Right, so I've just been designing on Tinkercad, it's like a free website, this for the hull. So that's the bit that's like, you know, like the metal bit, and that's the actual hull. So I've sort of measured it as best I can. It's not perfect, I'm not like amazing at this CAD stuff, like there's a few little blemishes there that I don't really know how to get rid of. Like, try like fill them in with like little cubes and stuff, but I can't really bother. It's going to make no difference to the actual working of it. But yeah, there you go. I've put the holes in for the fan, so they fit there. That's the 120mm fan opening, and then these holes all line up with the fixing holes of the fan. So we have one fan sat there, one fan sat there, and then that'll all draw through that big hole. Sorry, big lorry went past. Yeah, so what I was saying is that'll all draw through these two fans through that big hole at the back. That's the plan. So I'm going to print it out and see what it comes out like. Fingers crossed. I'm going to have to, because it obviously does it layer by layer, so like it will do a line along there and then all the way around, and then it will go up one little bit and then another line all the way around, up a bit, up a bit, up a bit, up a bit. So when it comes to like printing this, there's going to be nothing underneath it. So if you imagine like a bit of like stringy spaghetti just going from there straight across, it's going to have nothing to sort of lay on, so you've got to put in like a support here, which you do, like the program does it for you, so it puts it like builds like a little tower here just to hold that bridge bit up, so then that just easily comes off when you once you've printed it basically. And just like that, I've pressed print. What I've done is I've done like a little template sort of thing of the base, like in the software thing I just like cut the top bit off so it's only like thin, because I didn't want to spend 20 hours or whatever it is to print the actual thing out and then realise it doesn't fit over the hole. So I printed that out and just offered it up to the hole so that it definitely fits, which it does. So now I'm printing it. I've gone for black PLA. PLA is like a really easy one to print, but it doesn't really do well in hot temperatures, that's the only thing. So we'll see how we get on. I have got ABS, which is like a lot more withholding, whatever you call it, in the hot. So like cup holders and stuff for cars, you want to make them out of that because they get hot inside. So because PLA just sort of warps, but anyway, not that you really care about that. But yeah, I've gone for black, and we've done 2% in an hour. So I've just turned it up a little bit to 110% speed, so it'll just go a little bit quicker. I don't want to rush it, but yeah, I'm just going to leave it now till tomorrow. Should this time tomorrow come back and it'll be done. It says 23 hours to print, so we will wait and see. In the meantime, I'm going to go and route some coolant pipes and stuff out of the way. So yeah, see how it goes. Right, so while that's printing away, I've been cracking on. I have rerouted, just need to fix that down somewhere, cable tie it in or whatever. But that now, so that's the feed to the leisure battery fuse board. That goes now through that grommet there. I don't know if you can see that very well. Probably, maybe if I turn that on. Yeah, so that goes through there. And then this bit, I have, this is the coolant Rusty's bleed kit thing. That goes, used to go through this airbox thing. So I've drilled a big hole here. I'm just going to put some paint on this, just to, I've just treated it, but a little bit of rust, so excuse me, I'm going to give that a bit of paint just to seal it up again. And I've put some conduit stuff, you know, that like flexi duct thing. I'll put that around the pipe there and taped it all in place so it doesn't sort of rattle through the pipe or anything. We don't want that happening. And then that goes off through under the dash thing, center console. So now that is all free, that area, which is a lot better. So I just got to wait for the 3D printer to stop, and then we'll be good to fit this new bit. There we go, finished. It took 22.5 hours for that, but it looks just like we did on the program thing. So I'm going to get that off of the bed, fit these to there somewhere, sort of thing. There's the other one, like that, kind of, you get the idea. And then hopefully that will go to the bulkhead and it'll work. I'll be surprised if it works first time, because I've never like 3D designed anything in my life before. What did the little blemish come out like? I'm intrigued. Shall we have a quick look while we're here? Oh, where's that clip gone? There was a little blemish, if you remember a minute ago, I showed you. There you go. So it makes literally like no difference, to be honest. Some people might not be able to sleep at night because of that, but I couldn't care less. And there's also a little line there. But yeah, it's functional. So right, let's get it fitted. There we go, picked out all the sports. So it's now just like a shell. It's exactly what we want. Hopefully it fits. The fans are gonna sit like that. Can't remember which way round they go, whether it's that way or that way. I have to double check. They'll sit like that. That'll go with the bulkhead there, and then draw all the hot air out, hopefully. I'll obviously make these neat so that the cables go like a certain way or whatever. Maybe use a bit of that conduit stuff to protect them. But yeah, right, it's getting there. Okay, I ran out of bolts. Obviously I haven't planned anything because I'm useless to that sort of thing, but these are the bolts that I was using before. They're M5s, which I threaded as I showed you. But then I ran out, so I've used these. These are self-tapping like wood screw things, but they do exactly the same. It does the thread for you. I probably should just use them in the first place, actually. It was a bit awkward though, because I had to drill this little part here out a bit so I can get the screwdriver through the hole so I can do it up. But anyway, there you go. It's looking pretty good. That's the inside. Just gonna tidy up these cables. I'm just gonna like tape them, sort of like loom them along, and then leave that accessible so we can wire it up. But yeah, we're getting there. Right, she's in. That's the view from the inside. You can kind of see that. Obviously the bonnet's open at the minute, so you get loads of light through. But this is the other side. There you go. Mounted in there. I've just put some Wagos on there temporarily so I can just connect it up and see how it goes. But I'll probably put a soldered, you know, those heat shrink joint things. Probably get some of them on. And I forgot to paint that as well, so I'm going to do that as well in a sec. But yeah, what I might do first is just chuck a wire from here to the red and the black to the black, and just turn it on, just see what it's like before we go wiring to the you know, the controller thing. I just want to see what it's like, because I'm too impatient and it's so hot out, so I might as well chuck a cable on that quick and just get it going. So yeah, we'll see what it does. Right, they're on. There you go, you can see them purring away. Temperature here at the minute is, according to that, 40 degrees. Obviously that's right at the top of the van. I'm not running it off the controller yet, because I just want to see how effective it is. So inside it's saying it's 36.4. So I'm going to leave it for an hour. What's the time? So it is 5 to 12, nearly 12 o'clock. I'm going to leave it and see if the temperature comes down. I'm not going to do anything else. Actually, I'm going to shut these windows a little bit, just so we get a fair test. Okay, windows are up. All I've done is cracked this open a little bit, just to allow a little bit of air, because obviously you're making a negative pressure in there with the fans pushing all the air out. So all the rest are shut. I always have these blinds shut anyway because they're in the sun, so there's nothing different there. But yeah, so we'll give it an hour. What's the time? Okay, like a minute past 12. So we'll come back at a minute past 1 and we shall see. Also, I need to check the battery voltage. It's a bit low at the minute, 12 volt. So we'll have a look at that after as well. Right, we're back. It's now 10 past 1. Fans are still going, so let's see what the temperature's like. It's 38 on there, and this one is 30. So I can't really see it. 33. So it's come down a little bit, not a lot, but maybe it needs a bit longer. But obviously we're in baking sun still, so yeah, it's probably like the worst position it could be for sunlight, but it's come down 3 degrees, which I don't think is too bad. So I'm going to do a bit more jiggery pokery and a bit of playing with it, and we'll see how we get on. Right, it's another day, so I had to go out, but the same day through the magic of video editing for you guys. Right, I've run a cable through the firewall, and that goes, where does it go? Comes out down there. Again, we're going to sort that out, I promise. I keep saying it, but I still haven't managed to do it. I just haven't got the time to do it. But anyway, the thing goes through there. The B&Q receipts are going flying. And then that goes over to the controller, which is around here. So that's the blue ground that comes out of the controller from there, which is reading 22.2 at the minute. The sensor, I've just thrown it amongst all this litter which is in here. So if I just leave it here for a minute, actually, well, let me show you the other side. That ground, that goes through there, and I've just, again, it's all temporary, just want to make sure it works. Just connected, so the blue's the ground. So that is what's switched from that relay thing. We're going to tidy all this up, make it all nice. But yeah, so now, in theory, when that gets to 28.2 or whatever it is, 28.5, it should kick on. So let's give it a go. I'm just going to hold the sensor so that it can go up. There you go, 24. Oh, shooting up pretty quick. I've let go for a sec. A bit more. Right, there you go. It's kicked in, and the fans are running. Success, I would say. So now I've let go of the sensor. Just wait for that to come back down. Just move the sensor out of the way. So 28.2, 28.1, 28. There you go. It's gone off. And the fans have stopped. Success. Now I just need to sort it out, like wiring wise, just tidy it all up, find somewhere permanent for the temperature sensor. I don't want it too high because it will just keep going off all the time. I don't want it too low because it will never go up, like the temperature will never, you know what I mean. So I need it like midway somewhere, but I can play with that, just putting it different places or whatever. But it's working for now. So now I need to, I just topped up my oil as well. If you don't know how to top your oil up, it's there. There you go, put some oil in there. What was I saying? Forgotten. Yeah, so I'm going to tidy it all up, put this seat thing back down, tidy all that horrible wiring up, and hopefully that'll be it. And then we'll give it a good test run over the next few weeks, just as the sun's coming out, as you can see. It's nice and sunny, nice and warm. Summer is here. Good time for bongoing. We bongo enthusiasts will be out and about. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Subscribe below if you haven't. All the usual jazz, blah, blah, blah. See you later. Bye.